Hey you guys, I am just making videos like crazy today, but I wanted to catch up and kind of update you guys on my book reviews and stuff. So this book review is going to be for Tantalize by Cynthia Leitich Smith. I think that's how you say her name, Leitich. Anyway, this book is about a girl named Quincy, and she is an orphan. Her parents died in Guatemala, and she is best friends with a werewolf hybrid named Kieran. And in this book, they're known, like, just kind of like True Blood, they know about it. And werewolves, it's not just werewolves, it's like all animals. Like, it could be a were-kangaroo, or a were-cat, or a were-dog. And so they can shapeshift into that whenever. And in this one, when you turn of age, you can join a pack, a wolf pack in this case. And so Kieran is gonna join that, and Quincy is in love with her best friend, and he kind of toys her along a little bit, and I don't think he realizes that it hurts her. And so anyway, her brother, well, her family owned a restaurant, and it was very well known, very popular, and then a few more restaurants came, and it kind of lost its flair. And so when her parents died, her uncle was to take over until Quincy turned 21, and then she would take over. So they decided to kind of spruce it up and make it into a vampire-themed restaurant. And oh, by the way, I think this might contain spoilers. So far I haven't said anything that hasn't given it away, but just a warning. And so she something happens in the book where her best friend, not her best friend, but like her good friend, who's an older gentleman, he was killed, very brutally killed, and they think it was done by a werewolf. And throughout the novel, Quincy starts to piece together that it might be her best friend Kieran, and so all evidence points to yes. And so she's kind of had that on her mind, and then she has to hire this new cook, and the new cook is pretty mysterious, and she nicknames him Brad. Because his show name for the restaurant is Bradley Sanguini, and so she just calls him Brad, and his real name is Henry Johnson. And he is like very he's a breath of fresh air for her when she needs it, and he's understanding and caring and enjoys her company, and I think she kind of starts to fall for him a little bit. And at the end, this is where it kind of, I don't know, I gave this book, I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was good, but some of the things bothered me at the end. It turns out that Henry / Brad is a vampire, and that you saw that one coming from a mile away. But he is a vampire, and he has been feeding Quincy blood every time he gives her wine or he gives her food, to slowly change her into a vampire without her knowledge. And one day she wakes up and she's in this basement, and he explains this to her, and this is where I was kind of like, what? Because she basically had no reaction to that, like she wasn't angry. And it turns out that her uncle was also a vampire, and he didn't do anything. Like, he basically gave her to this old man. Like, I don't know, that just really put me off. And so this old vampire, and she wasn't mad, like she wasn't annoyed or anything, but she just was like, oh, okay, kind of like she didn't care. And then she has to save Kieran from these vampires because they want to kill him because he's a huge threat, and because he's very strong. And it just didn't sit well with me. I don't know, it was just odd. But it was still a very good novel. I'm looking forward to getting Eternal, which is the second book to this, to see where she takes it, because I'm very curious. The ending was kind of random. But yeah, overall it was a good book. The writing was really good. The chapters are really short, so it's easy to break it up. Even though I didn't want to put it down until the ending. After that, I was kind of like, But yeah, I read it in I started reading this at 10:30 last night, and I've had to work for about 4 hours today. So, and I had to go to bed. I read for 2 hours last night, and I read for 2 hours, 3 hours. So I read this in about 5 hours. So I mean, it was really good. The text is like this, and it's broken up into chapters that have very pretty funny titles. And there's also little notes and stuff in here. Let me see if I can find one. Just little. Oh, and another thing I thought that was pretty clever was it's broken up into the appetizer. Let's see, hold on. The antipasto, the primo, secondo, dulce, and conforno. And it's kind of like a meal because it's like a restaurant. And another thing I thought was really clever is in order for Henry / Brad to find out who's a vampire, he separated the meals into predator or prey. And on the predator, it was pretty gross meals, and the dessert is baby squirrels, dead baby squirrels in a honey sauce or whatever. And so he knew that if they ordered that, then they were vampires, because they wanted, they were kind of really feral and really just out for blood, and so that's how he knew. So I thought that was pretty clever. And her writing is really good. It flowed very nicely like this. Here, that's the menus. So it broke it up really nicely, and some of the predator things are breaded pig's feet, blood and tongue sausages, boar's head pie. The thing is, chilled baby squirrels simmered in orange brandy bathed in honey cream sauce. So, so that part was really good, and oh wow, okay, anyway. I think this would be, actually, I didn't really care for the ending, but I thought it would be a really good movie, and I actually thought Taylor Lautner would be a very, very good Kieran. And I know that sounds really cliche, because Kieran's a werewolf and Jacob's a werewolf, but I just pictured Jacob in my head the way I pictured Kieran in my head, and I could just picture Taylor Lautner's facial expressions in Kieran's expression, and I think that would just, I think he would be a good actor in this if they ever decided to turn that into a movie, if anybody's listening. So, yeah, that's my review. Right now I am reading, or about to start, Blue Bloods by Melissa De La Cruz, sorry. And I'm excited about this one. I've been wanting to read it forever. This is one of the books that I first got when I started my challenge in September. So, yeah, I really need to read this one. So, oh, I'm also going to hopefully get the first book in the True Blood series. I don't know what it's really called. I guess the Suki Stackhouse series. And because we have the first season of True Blood, and I've watched it, but I kind of didn't like it. It was kind of more like a soft porn to me. It wasn't really a show. And so I'm hoping if I read the book, then maybe I'll be able to, you know, it's inspired by the books, the show, but it's not word for word the books. So I'm actually really excited. I think I'm going to really love the book. So I'm super, super excited. I'm going to see if I can find it somewhere. I put my request on the library, but you never know how long it's going to take. I'm number 7, and so that could take months. So yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday, and I hope you're enjoying all these videos that I'm making. Hopefully I'll be able to make a book review for this on Wednesday or Thursday. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.